There is a Savior. This is a very basic beginning song. I'm going to go back. Some people have not been with me through all of the songs. So if you're just joining us, I'm going to take you back through to understand why we do some of the signs that we do. In this song, I'm only going to do the chorus. It's a great song for beginners. Very little hard translations. So understanding always, especially in church songs, translations sometimes are very difficult. Sometimes you'll find them doing King James Version. They do a lot of poetic license. So we're going to go back through and take a look at this song as a beginner. There are a lot of words that are not translated into ASL. Is, are, was, were, be, been. All of those are not part of the ASL vocabulary. It would be more of the signed English. Now, understand that sometimes I will follow a little more of the English only because in our church we have a big screen and the words are up on the screen, and the deaf people will follow that as well as my signing, so they have to understand what I'm doing, and I don't want it to conflict with what's on the screen. But again, I will not do the little words that are not necessary. There. It's over there. And you can either do open hand or you can point. There. Savior. Both hands are in the S position. You're going to bind them at the wrist, just like you would a slave or a person who's been arrested. Breaking free. Now that's just the word save. In order to make it a person, I need to add a person ending to it. So open hands, drop them down just like I'm following my body contour. Savior. Joys. And that's like the word happy, but with the J. Joys. Express. Knowing that in ASL there are not 5,000, 6,000 different signs, a lot of times it's the way that you say them. So if you're going to look at the word express, it means to tell. What joys I'm going to tell. So point your finger coming up like I'm pushing words out of my mouth. Express or to tell. His and ours, they are possession. They're pronouns of expression that shows that you own something. His, taking it up toward God. Open hand pushing objects toward God. Our, meaning I'm included, so I'm going to circle from my dominant side to my non-dominant side, because ours is more than just me. If it was just mine, it would be here. But ours is going to include other people. Our. Eyes. Body parts we point to. Eyes. Mercy. Now, mercy, and I talk about my center finger as a feeling finger, taking my feelings and placing them on someone else. It can also be directional. We think of God's mercy coming down from God onto us. And so it can come down. In this song, the way that it is expressed, I'm going to take it out. Word. Your dominant hand is in the kind of like a G position. And we're going to show, if this is like a sentence, then we're going to just show one word out of that sentence. His word. And so word is rest. I guess I can be a little morbid here. When you go to a funeral home, you see them laying with their hands crossed. Well, if you do the R, that is rest. 4, if you think of your forehead, pointing to your forehead and flipping it out. 4, each, both thumbs up, stroking the dominant down the non-dominant thumb. Now, don't do it twice because then that becomes every. Each. Tomorrow and yesterday, we're going to talk about the future, which is in front of you, the past, which is behind you. Tomorrow, your thumb pushes toward the future. Tomorrow. Yesterday, though, is the Y going to the past. Yesterday. Who? Thumb on the chin and just a wiggle of your pointer finger. I always think of the owl with the word who, and so I take it up toward my mouth, but a wiggle. Who? In this song, the word lights is not going to be a light like you see the sunshine coming down, a light bulb going. That's not what it means. Who lights or who shows our way. So we're going to take our open, non-dominant hand. Our pointer finger is going to be pointing to it. It's like a little child bringing home a paper that they're really proud of, and they'll say, do you see this? Do you see this? Well, lights or who shows way, and that's the path that is in front of you. And you can either do it just straight out or you can do it with the W's. Either way is okay. There is a